Hello, my name is Elliot, and my marginalized identity is autism. I was diagnosed with autism when I was about 3 or 4, and it was because of my delayed speech development. My brother also has it, and he's 10 years older, so, you know, he has it, I have it. Now, my first story starts about when I was 3 and I was in preschool. Um, when I was in preschool, or let me back up. Having autism makes it so that no having like rules that are objective, that's a lot easier to read than people's emotions or other implied things in speech. And there was this rule that you couldn't stand on the uh, swing set, and there was these kids that were doing just that, and that kind of ticked me off because you weren't supposed to do that. That was a rule, and I got into vigilante justice mode, and I took a tricycle and I chucked it at them, and it hit one of them in the head, and it gashed him pretty bad. Started bleeding everywhere. Gave him a pretty bad scar, and well, it ended recess early. Let me tell you that. And I think I got sent home, but there's that part of autism is not being able to communicate well with others and not really being able to instead of being able to ask him, could you not do that? That's annoying to me, or that's breaking the rules, or something like that. I just went for it, which doesn't really work that way in the real world. My second story is about the same time period. I'm 3 or 4, and my mom and I are in a toy store, and I we leave the toy store without getting a toy, which and there's some sick irony there, but I started melting down because I didn't get a toy. Now my mom was kind of at the end of her rope, and this was the straw to break the camel's back. She gets really mad while we're backing out, and she hits another car, causing an accident. And this is another part of autism where it's like it's very impulsive, and it's kind of being self-centered without trying to be self-centered, where it's hard to notice other people when you're we're just wrapped up in your own world. And so they caused the accident, and obviously that was not did not give me brownie points. And now my third story is now when I'm about 5 or 6, and it's in the same vein, where we're shopping, doing some day shopping in San Rafael, and my mom is driving to her work, but then I interject that I'd actually really enjoy some ice cream right now. And so we stop what we're doing and we go get ice cream, and we go to Baskin Robbins, and there is no parking, so we got to park on the street in a like a red zone. And she parks and she said, "Okay, you go in and get some ice cream for yourself, and then come back out." And so I leave the car with some money, and it starts raining right when I leave the car. Ominous. And so I'm wetting and I'm waiting in line, and that takes like 5 minutes. And then when I actually get to the counter, I was just excited about ice cream. I didn't actually think like about what flavor I'd like. I just thought ice cream. And then it takes another 5 minutes, and I eventually think of it. And then when I walk out of the store holding my fudge ice cream, my mom is pretty pissed because she got a parking ticket for waiting there, and that was some $70 ice cream, which is that's pretty expensive. And my My mom was pretty pissed, and I didn't even eat the entire ice cream, which is adds insult to injury. But I think all of these stories help to highlight how it's hard to convey what you want with autism, and it's hard to read other people as well. There's a missing barrier between in the community. There's a communication gap that is not reached with autism. So yeah, that is my marginalized identity, autism.